Prisoners, the feel-good movie of the fall. Seriously, don't see this if you're a parent. So this movie opens up with two families spending Thanksgiving together. One couple is played by Hugh Jackman and Maria Bello. They have an older son and a little girl. The other couple is played by Terrence Howard and Viola Davis. And they have an older daughter and a little girl. So they're all spending time together, laughing and having fun, and the two little girls decide to go out and play, and next thing you know, poof, they're gone. This is pretty much a parent's worst nightmare. So in come the police, and we're introduced to Detective Loki, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's the guy that always gets the job done. He solved all of those cases, and Gyllenhaal's character introduces a nice parallel between all the other characters in this movie. All the parents are handling losing their children in just completely different ways. Hugh Jackman, as you can tell from the trailer, yells a lot. Maria Bello just stays in bed and just cries. Terrence Howard really has no idea what to do, and Viola Davis just keeps it all inside, and it just slowly comes out in bits with her. Whereas Gyllenhaal stands out because he has to give the more subdued performance. Like, he's used to this kind of thing, and it's kind of procedural from him now. Like, he cares, it just takes a while for it to get personal for him. And I'm emphasizing these characters because you definitely need to get invested with them, because this movie's 2.5 hours. And you really have two plot lines going along here. Jake Gyllenhaal is doing the standard detective investigation, and you're trying to figure out the case along with him. The other plot line has to do with Hugh Jackman, who feels that Loki sucks at his job, so he tries to take matters into his own hands by going after one of the suspects, played by Paul Dano. The police can't keep Paul Dano's character because there isn't a lot of evidence, but Jackman knows that he knows something about the girls, and it turns into this huge moral dilemma with how far Jackman's character is willing to go to get the answers. And both sides of the story are fairly engaging, but I did touch on the fact that this movie was 2.5 hours, and I know exactly where it needed to be cut. Some of Jackman's scenes with Dano get a little tedious in the middle, to the point where you're kind of just sitting there thinking, wow, he's still torturing that guy. Wow. And the only other issue I had with the movie was that I thought there was this really obnoxious fake out in the middle that's supposed to get a reaction out of the audience, but then you figure out it was kind of for nothing. But outside of some of those sections, I found the movie to be thoroughly engaging, made better with some tight, intense direction. Another plus is that Roger Deakins is the cinematographer for this movie, and you can tell throughout. The best example of his work was this scene towards the end with Jake Gyllenhaal driving his car, and let's just say that he's in a bit of a rush. That sequence was really intense, but also really beautiful. This movie has been generating some Oscar hype, and yeah, I can see Jackman getting nominated, and it would be deserved. So that's my review of Prisoners. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section. If you like this review and you want to see more, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And also want to mention this. Melissa Leo is in this movie. I did not realize that until well after I saw this. Like, that woman is a chameleon, like, in every movie she's in, and just wow.